Thank you so much indeed for that. A very comprehensive coverage here by the SABC. Really a poignant moment as we're standing here at the Swartkop Air Force Base. As you know, that's the convoy of the vehicles really just carrying those remains, and really a very long journey that they really traversed from the very volatile, from a very untenable situation where the conflict is still ongoing. But really to reflect really just a bit more about the significance at this point, we do have Major Tlakanye just to really paint a picture about the importance, about what's unfolding just now. So once again, Major, thank you so much for your time and welcome to SABC News. Take us through to the importance of this. We see that it's a very painstaking process as you do everything here to ensure that these heroes do get the honor that they really deserve.
Good afternoon, Kaya, and good afternoon to the viewers at home. Thank you for this opportunity. Really, the importance of this ceremonial receiving of our fallen heroes really is to hand over the mortal remains to the family so that they can also grieve and then lay them to rest in peace. Really, it's just to hand over the bodies to the family so they can have closure also. Now, in terms of the ceremony, how it's going to unfold, we are going to deploy members from the South African National Defence from all 4 armed services. Then we've got 159 bearers, including 3 chaplains as well as the 3 sergeant majors that are going to be in charge of the bearers. We have divided the groups into 3 because we've got 14 mortal remains, remember? So what's going to happen, we have divided into 3 groups. The first is going to be in 5, and then the second in 5 as well, and the last batch is going to be in 4. So the first 2 5s is going to be the South African Army. They're going to be provide 16 bearers, and then the South African Air Force, South African Navy, and the South African Military Health Service are going to provide only 8 for those 2 5s. Now on the last batch, they're going to provide, it's going to be only 4, meaning all the 4 services will be represented. So how it's going to happen, we are going to deploy the leading detachment from the National Ceremonial Guard. They're going to be lined up in front of the hangar 4 on the western side, and then as you can see in front
Okay. Actually, we can just step away from the camera really, or not, just to give you a panoramic view really of what's happening. Yes, you may continue, Major.
Yes, hence I was saying we have lined up the hearses in group of 5. The first batch have already lined up in front of the hangar facing the north. So what's going to happen is currently they are draping the coffins with the RSA flag, ceremonial size. So after the completion of the draping is done, around 17:30, 17 to 45 to 50, there will be chaplain is going to pray. After the prayer, then exactly at 17:59 they're going to open the hangar. Then we are going to commence, meaning all the military personnel will be formed on the eastern side. The family will be seated on the western side. So we are going to be the command, the chaplain in front. There will be the command slow march. Immediately when they are approaching, the chaplain is approaching the leading detachment. The leading detachment guard commander will give the command, present arms, meaning they must salute. Now to give honor, meaning all the military personnel that are going to salute. Then for our mortal remains or our fallen heroes to pass, then they are going to hold, the bearers are going to hold right at the end of the red carpets, and then load in our coffins. And then after loading in, the bearers will put on their headdress. They're going to give the final salute, and then the first batch is going to withdraw and line up at the end towards the where the aircrafts are. Then the second batch is going to, so the same procedure is going to until the whole process is done. And then once everyone has been honored, given the respect, then the leading detachment from the National Ceremonial Guard is going to withdraw, and then that concludes our the receiving of the mortal remains. After that, then we're all going to move to the memorial service.
And just measure the significance of this occasion. I'm sure put a lot of concerted efforts to make sure that it really comes into fruition, but also the execution, the precision, just everything to make sure that they are really accorded the respect that they deserve.
That's true. That's true. Remember, they have fought, and they have fought for not only for our country, and also for our neighboring country as well. So we really need to honor them and show them the respect that really they deserve.
All right, Major, thank you so much indeed. Of course, we're just joined by Major Tlakanye here at the Swartkop Air Force Base in Nazi. Of course, this is really a very emotionally charged affair. As you can see, that the SANDF is really doing everything accordingly to make sure that they're given that well-deserved respect, especially because this is a nation mourning, really paying homage to these heroes. South Africa also reaffirming that it will continue to be part of these peacekeeping missions, especially because if you talk about development in Africa, one of the main issues that you really need to sort out is peace and stability. So a very key issue. And just a short while ago, we had from the Commander-in-Chief answering those all-important questions in Parliament, affirming also the issue around the diplomatic solution as one of the very important ways of sorting out these long-standing conflicts, because it didn't start overnight. It's been there for a number of years, and so many deployments have been made to try and pacify that part of Congo. But certainly we're going to be positioned here, and 6 p.m. is going to be a very important time, because that's when we expect the proceedings to get underway here at the Air Force Base. So with that, back to you in studio.
Thank you so much to my colleagues there. Well, there you have it. The remains of the 14 SANDF soldiers have arrived at Swartkop's Air Force Base. Thank you so much to senior reporter Griselda Lewis, as well as international news reporter Khayelihle Khumalo, who are at the Air Force Base.